Well, you've heard of deer crossing the road, but what about salmon crossing? Heavy rain has been pounding the Northwest, and fish were spotted flopping around in the street in Washington State. Is that some funny stuff or what? Take a look at those huge salmon crossing the road. Maybe you can have salmon for Thanksgiving instead of a turkey, huh? Here's a look at the overall scenario. We're starting off with the big weather picture, this made by our Global Forecast Center. Still watching the unsettled weather for the Pacific Northwest. All things are slowly but surely clearing out for the immediate eastern seaboard. Still some low clouds hanging around in the northeast, but the main frontal boundary has cleared through much of northern Georgia, and as high pressure continues to build over the region, it is going to get better and better for the eastern half of the country over the next couple of days. Thanksgiving looking great for most of the east. So from the big picture, let's check on the focus forecast, because we'll take you to a southeastern city. This would be Atlanta, where temperatures are not as hot today. In fact, it's 20 degrees colder today than it was this same time yesterday, because yesterday we got up to 76 degrees. Right now, it's only about 56, 57 degrees right now, but we do have lots of sunshine today in the Atlanta area after those winds start to subside a little bit as we progress through the evening hours. There's your cold front again. It has just pushed through the downtown area, and our friendly high pressure will build in its wake, and as it does, that means the air will be sinking, and when the air sinks, you get those clouds to totally scour out. And what a great Thanksgiving is in store, with temperatures in the mid and upper 60s around the Atlanta area tomorrow. Here's a quick look at the extended forecast for Atlanta. Nick?
The severe drought in Texas has revealed some things not seen in decades, including a ghost town just outside the town of Llano. KCEN's Joshua Skurnick has a look at the hidden town of Bluffton.
There's not much left of Bluffton circa 1854, the foundation of an old Texaco, a well, but for one man, a lot of history here, huh?
Yes,
It holds a personal past.
This person here was a great uncle.
Alfred Hallmark discovered graves of relatives in the old Bluffton cemetery. He's been around here his whole life.
To the south of him was his nephew.
But it wasn't until this year he made the discovery.
It's really kind of exciting.
A discovery this year because they're usually under 20 feet of water. If Atlantis had a sister city in Texas, Old Bluffton is it. In 1937, the gates on the Colorado River closed and Lake Buchanan filled up, with Bluffton smack dab in the middle.
It's kind of sadness, the fact that this community had to end.
But now it's high and dry. The drought has the water level so low, Bluffton actually emerged from the depths. For the 5th time since the town went under, drought has people finding pieces of the past, history, floating to the surface. At one point in time, the Bluffton Cemetery held 400 graves here. Now, all of them were moved before the first time the town flooded, but sometimes, when the weather's just right, you can still see a little bit of history, like the lost tombstone of Johnny C. Parks. The old general store, it moved with the rest of the town before the flood and is still here. The old foundation is too.
I think it's fascinating. I've actually been out there myself taking pictures of it.
And for an avid historian, he'll enjoy it while it lasts.
It's kind of a nostalgic feeling, because you sit here and you wonder how the people lived.
Because the water will come back and the town will disappear.
Wow. Well, water is coming back. Not enough quite to make the town disappear just yet. As you can see, not even any clouds from central Texas all the way into Southern California. However, we are going to find some rain coming in over the next few days. We got this upper level low lurking out here off the west coast. That will move into Southern California, draw up some moisture from the Pacific into Arizona, into New Mexico, and into West Texas as well. And that is going to be welcome rain in places like Albuquerque, over 5 inches behind for your yearly rain total. Midland, you're down 10 inches and a whopping 14 inches behind in Amarillo. At least you'll get some to make up for that deficit. Vivian?
All right, well, next on Day Planner, your winter weather update. All season, we'll be tracking, of course, the ice and the snow and the cold air that's at 50 past the hour. Plus, we have your weekend forecast. We'll help you prepare as you return home from your Thanksgiving feast. And we'll check out to see what people are saying about the weather on Twitter.
Ah, it's so nice to have a beach like this so close to home.